All right, so over on TikTok, I said I would be doing a bookshelf tour. And so let's get into it. This is the first shelf because I have a lot of books because all I do is read and sleep and eat, but whatever, reading. Starting with this Fetus Suguru Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen. If you look super familiar, it's because you're watching season 2 right now on Crunchyroll or wherever you pirate anime. But yes, Lucent Yuzu features quite heavily in the design choices across my apartment. So, all right. Here we have Rivers of London. This is from, I think I've had this from 2015, like late 2015, early 2016 maybe, because Ben Aronovich signed it. He sent it to me, sent me a bunch of the books. I just think he's brilliant and I love him and I'm super grateful. First 4 volumes of Fire in His Fingertips, which is an extremely not safe for work, spicy manga about a firefighter and his best friend, and they end up, becoming more than that. These 2 books here are personalized from when I was like 5. It's like a personalized Aladdin book and a personalized, like, I Go and Meet Baby Jesus book that my aunt got me when I was a fetus. I forgot this in the TikTok that I made, but I have 4 of the Trinity Blood novels. If you don't know this about me, I really love Trinity Blood. Like, a lot. And so I got the novels and I owned the series on DVD, on Blu-ray. I bought them on Blu-ray, and I'm obsessed. Next is Save the Cat Writes a Novel, because, I think I'm going to write a novel. Probably not, but we'll see. The Man I Never Met by Elle Cook, romance novel, I believe. Haven't finished it. Japanese version of the Jujutsu Kaisen guidebook. It's coming out in English either late this year, early next year from Viz. Then are some ancient Sailor Moon Super S, whatever. 1, 2, and 4, because my cousin, whose name I can't remember, she borrowed it back when I was in middle school and never gave it back to me. And yes, I do hold a grudge. And then some Sailor Moon short stories. I got those in grad school when I was buying, because we had a Barnes & Noble. I bought this when I was buying the Joker books for my thesis, which in hindsight, I could have just taken those out of the library. Next, Alice in Borderland, first 3 volumes. I need to get the rest. I did not realize until just now that they, do that. Legal Drug 1, 2, 3. If you're seeing that I don't finish series and I have a lot of 1, 2, 3s, yes, that's exactly what this is. My friend Robert got this for me with a bunch of really old manga that like we both grew up with. I'm not a Clamp NB anymore, but Legal Drug will always be really, really important to me. Especially because, fun fact, somehow I didn't know that that leaf is supposed to be weed when I was like a small child, which is hilarious. Then we have Hitori Jime, My Hero, which I always like kind of gnash my teeth about because I really like it. But it always shows up when everybody's like, here's some wholesome boys love to read instead of thing with like graphic sex scenes, right? And it's like, well, I'm pretty sure there's a book with a sex scene like later on. But also, the love interest is the teacher. They're in high school. Probably don't call this wholesome until you figure out what that means. Next is My Love Mix-Up. I think Memes was reading this. Do not think Memes will be finishing reading it because they're here with me. Skip Beat 47. This series is older than Memes, and I kind of lose my mind about that every time. Fly Me to the Moon. I actually haven't read this because it is volume 14, so I don't have the other 13 volumes. I got this from Viz, and they're really cool about giving me stuff, but not all of the stuff. Then are 2 Fullmetal Alchemist light novels, and then we have 2 books that I really like to show off. So Perfect World. I got this from Barnes & Noble shortly before I moved, and it's a shoujo, I think shoujo, about romance, disability, second meetings. And there's an erotic josei that has like a similar theme, but it is so much more poorly handled than it is in Perfect World. And lastly, on my top shelf of my fiction bookshelf is Our Torsos Aligned, Human and Monster Love by my eternal love, Ryo Sumiyoshi, who's the creator of my favorite manga in the world, Mad K. I just freaking love that series. And this is really good. It's like, if you are a monster fancier, monster plower, etc., you should read it. Ryo Sumiyoshi is amazing because he has a really good grasp of eroticism, the body, and like at some point I actually have to do a review of this in a long form review of Mad K. Another review of Mad K because like I keep doing it. But yeah, so this is the top shelf of my fiction bookshelf. I have so many more books left to go. So, yay! If you want to see a video that's a third of this length, that says mostly the same things, go on TikTok.